Collective. Hi, Collective. I hope you can hear me over my music. I just love the Canon guitar. My ancient astrology. Okay, whatever that means for you, Collective. My ancient ancestry taught me that I have Turkish blood in me. And I started looking up Turkish stuff and I fell in love with this music. So I don't want to play it too loud because I know my audio quality is already kind of subpar. And I don't want to create a more subpar situation than it already is. So, Collective, I'm here to do a collective message. You know, I get these downloads, and I need to share them. I made a fresh batch of my personal oil. We're ready to go. Okay. Anyways, I got a nice chunk of black tourmaline out here because some of these messages are intense. Potentially trigger warning. I just have to say it. I don't know my audience, my viewers. I don't know your level of sensitivity, so I just want to make sure I always say trigger warning because some of these situations are triggering. Whether you're going through it currently, went through it in the past, or have suspicions of this. Before I get started into your messages, Collective, welcome back to Bird's Eye View, first and foremost. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sending me any type of love. Subscribing and liking is a big deal for me because I'm still very small in this pond. I will say to my Libras, my Leos, and my Geminis and Aquariuses, you guys are climbing up there too. Y'all have been showing me so much love. I got over 1K views for Leo and Libra. So that for me, it did make me off screen. My Scorpion self turned the camera off and shed some tears. My waterworks turned on, but nobody can see that, right, Scorpios? Nobody can see our pain. No, I'm just kidding. No, we think no one can see it, but everyone sees it. Let me lay some Palo Santo to clear out some of this energy before I get started. Angels, Ascended Masters, Ascendant Forces, Angel Forces, Exalted Angels, please come into the space as I read for my collective. Please let them know that they are safe. Please let them know that they are welcome in my space. You guys are welcome here. Trolls, see the door. I don't want to go over the rules of trolls aggressively like I do in some readings for signs, but you know the drill. If you want to use troll tactics, you will be shunned. But yeah, Collective, thanks for coming back. The angels have your back. If you're on the right side or right, you have nothing to worry about. Just keep on path. If things are difficult right now, my heart goes out to you because trust me, I understand difficult times very well. I understand them very well. I also understand happy times too, because those also exist. Let's not forget. Happy times also exist. Yes, Ivan. You can't see my little cat. He's so enamored by what's happening. He's right here. I'm in my secondary space. I think this is where I'll do the collective reads because it seems more chill. Almost like, what's that? I feel like a total dingus for not remembering, but it's like that podcast where they interview musicians, everything from Erykah Badu to Mac Miller. I can't. Anyways, it's just chill. I feel this isn't like tunnel vision, which is like my signs. We go into the tunnel land sometimes, but this is more of a bird's eye view of what could be going on for my collective. And if it's not, I tempt you to watch your sign. Maybe your moon, your ascendant, your Venus, your North Node especially. Sometimes I like to listen to my South Node readings just to, not because I want to encompass that, but just to learn more about my South Node, which is where you do not want to be. Side message for whoever's watching. If you find out what your North Node is, and you find out what your South Node is, and you find out the attributes that come with each of those things, and when you find yourself acting in ways that would like say, you know, that would basically give you confirmations that you're in your south node or you're in your north node. There are character attributes that would hint that you are in one or the other. In my opinion, they're pretty easy because they're on the opposite sides of the wheel, but also kind of hard too because opposite sides of the wheel, sometimes opposites attract. So north node, south node, sometimes I feel like there's this beautiful dance that is just life, okay? It's just life. It's like Infinity 8. Yeah. 8th house energy. Creating a balance between your north node and your south node. We don't want to be in our south node, but we will be in it for a large period of our life. We might bounce in between it. You don't just stay in your north node forever. All your problems are solved and you're just like killing it. I mean, maybe some people, but I'm just speaking on a global scale. I highly doubt that is the case for the majority of humans on this planet, especially with all the technology and all the ego that lives inside of people that are obsessed with the materialistic shit and think that put way too much importance on your wealth. Anyways, collective, welcome back to Bird's Eye. Let's get into it. Let's get into my messages, okay? I have one deck of Oracle cards out here, too. Maybe, I don't know if I'll need it or not. I want to put some of my new oil on my new oil water concoction I make. I put some Blue Lotus in it this time, so I'm not going to tell you the rest of my ingredients. Maybe I'll make, maybe if this channel does well, maybe I'll make some, this is a different batch. Pluto's in Aquarius now, so I wanted a little bit of a different batch. But if you ever feel like you want some special, and it smells delightful. It's not just like, I mean, it looks like mud water, kind of is, but in the best ways. It smells great. Herbs, water, clean water, olive oil. Get rid of the demons. Okay, let's get into it, guys. I like to put it right here, right next to my throat chakra, before I do my messages. Make sure it's cleared right the fuck up. Also, if you don't like cussing, it might be hard to watch. I like to also put it in the back of my head, where that little divot is, that little hole, right beneath your skull, where your spinal cord meets the top of your head. Put your favorite essential oil there, or your special oils that you create yourself. It's a protection method. It's where people might spear you. Whether it's an energetic spear, dagger, whatever you want to call it. Evil eye. We see ya. Got an oil on the back of my head. Got eyes on the back of my head. Right, collective? That's right. We got eyes on the back of our head. At least I do with this shit. Okay, Alright, collective. Because these are collection messages, collective messages, collection of messages. They are sporadic because I just write them down as I get them. So if they're out of order, I apologize. Just please make sense out of them. They are not directed towards any sign, any gender, anything like that. If those things are mentioned, put yourself where you see fit. You are the master of your story. Okay? First and foremost, people that don't even know you, or people that do know you, were wearing masks, or are wearing masks, but guess what? Masks are off. Mask Off. Reminds me of that song, Mask Off, by, friggin' no commercials. Thank you very much. Mask Off. Mask Off. Anyways, it's giving that song, Mask Off. Who sings that song, Mask Off? Anyways, you guys know it's like that. It's like a top 40 hip hop song, Mask Off. I'm gonna recline myself and read these to you. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me turn this down so I can make sure you guys can hear me. So the people that were wearing masks or were trying to wear a mask, and now they are being demasked because times are a-changing. Those people over or under exaggerate a potential traumatic event that happened to you that they were not involved in. And if they were, Well, that begs certain questions about it, doesn't it? Why are they talking about it? If they were involved in such situation and they're wearing masks and creating illusions about of certain things, why are they doing that? Who are they telling it to? Why are they involving those people? Triangulation. I'll get into that later. Yeah. Basically, just there's been a lot of gossip. I've been picking up on a lot of gossipy shit, and a lot of it has to do with our pasts and people in our past, people that we don't even fuck with anymore. And like, sorry if those people are watching these things, but it's like there's a reason for it. There's been so much traumatic events that have happened in collectives' lives that we are done with the bullshit to the point of where we're not afraid to say goodbye to certain past energies. And sometimes those past energies are very hurt by that. And and I don't know, collective, on how you said your goodbye, if you did say goodbye, if you're working on saying goodbye to a situation that you deem toxic now, because I feel like people are waking up. And if you deem it toxic, you're probably working on a way to move past it, and that might involve saying goodbye to people, persons, and things that were involved in a situation that, and they just want to stick to it like glue. They want to stick to it like glue to you, stick to you like glue when you're like so not down, dude. You're so not down for that. You want to move past it, and whether you created boundaries or not, you're probably working on it. That's also in my notes about creating boundaries and people that have zero respect for boundaries. And sometimes people will even call you a narcissist, okay, which is because they're heavily projecting. They're explaining their own personalities in a toxic way and saying this is how you are, when this is actually their own personality trait that they're explaining to people to triangulate, to get more people involved that are necessary to either turn them against you, whatever their goal is, to try and do whatever they're trying to do to you, because they are what? Threatened by you. They are threatened by you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. We'll get into it. Okay, now this is where it gets a little sporadic, guys, okay? So people that hide their sexual preference, which is a very touchy subject. I don't want to spend too much time on this subject because I do feel in the 5D that it is none of my business, and I want to protect people that are going through hard times about this topic. I just also want to say that if you are hiding your sexual preference and indulging in heterosexual behaviors when you might be not that way, please keep in mind the health concerns that come into play, especially for females, especially for women's anatomy and our health. Please keep in mind that. And if you're not, then you are straight evil and you know what you're doing, and you know what you're doing is wrong. If you are claiming to be a straight man and then secretly hooking up with other men while having a wife or a girlfriend and not wearing protection with that wife or girlfriend because you've been together for years, do I need to say any more? This is a major cause for concern in terms of health for women and for men. I don't care. Like, it could go either way, okay? So take that and do what you want with it. That was a side message, okay? I've been saying in every episode, or every card read, every signs and stuff, I've been picking up on a lot of cyber attacks, cyber security breaches, cyber targeting you, and people that have I don't know if these are like ex-military that just have they just know how to do the digital drive-by breaches where they don't even need to be near you. They are literally have military grade breach systems that can target you, and has nothing to do with the military or real threats. It has to do with you, your life, and somebody that is mentally ill that has targeted you. And they have taken it to such an extreme that involves a breach of your security in the cyber realm, which we live in now. Guys, we live in the cyber realm now. As much as I wish we didn't, we do. The artificial intelligence era, okay? We have robots that create our essays for us. People write books overnight because they talk to ChatGPT about a life experience written by a third grader that's turned into a book overnight, okay? Like, this is real shit. Which is what, anyways, let me move on. So algorithms being, this has come up for me personally, and I'm wondering if it's coming up for other people too. Are you noticing that your algorithm is incorrect? When you have no setting on your phone to deter your algorithms, like your history is on for your YouTube, like your YouTube should be picking up on what you watch. It should be, our phones are called smartphones for a reason. They detect our movements. They clock our walks, our steps. They clock our behavior, what we're into. So if you are receiving ads that insinuate that you are a male, that insinuate that you have, that you're struggling with a drug addiction or diabetes, things. So for like an example, I've been receiving ads for erectile dysfunction. I do not have a penis. So, yeah. And then I've also been receiving ads about weight gain and weight loss and weight stuff, and then also fentanyl and naloxone commercials, which is it almost, I don't know if it almost felt maybe these are technomancers, quote unquote technomancers at work here, targeting my insecurities, because I used to have an eating disorder when I was 16, like over 26, like over freaking 16 years ago or some crazy shit. 16 years ago, yeah, I was struggling terribly with eating disorders. I do not anymore. I exercise, I take care of my body. It's no longer a concern. I did have a drug problem in my early 20s, and I dipped in and out of it up until I was about 26. I'm 33 now. So receiving these commercials or ads on my phone when I don't Google things related to the topic, when I don't have anything that would provide my phone smart information to create an algorithm on my personality, which is what our phones do. Like I said, they're called smartphones for a reason. So all of these things are a little concerning. They could be indicators of adware, which is a form of malware, which is a form of keylogging. I don't want to freak people out or make people paranoid either. So trigger warning, if this is not something that you're dealing with, please remove yourself from this reading, because I don't want to cause you paranoia that is totally unnecessary. But if you are experiencing weird things like this that you just feel are strange, you might have somebody that has planted a malware into your device in some way, shape, or form. And that can come in forms of ads that are not for you. They're for somebody else entirely. And my phone thinks I'm like an older man with erectile dysfunction battling obesity or something. And also highly religious too. I get a lot of religious stuff. A lot of MAGA, a lot of Trump stuff. I get a lot of Trump stuff. I'm not into politics. I'm not into Trump. I'm not into Biden. I'm not going to get into it, but I am also not a MAGA, M-A-G-A. I'm not a MAGA at all. Please God, no, I am not a MAGA. Get these MAGA ads out of my life. I don't know if that's just happening on everyone's phones now. Maybe so, because maybe this is global, and this is why I've been targeted with the cyber bullshit, because I'm speaking too much truth. MAGA's pissed. But they shouldn't be. They just won. We all knew that was going to happen. At least I knew that was going to happen. It's not rocket science, guys. All right. Yeah, keylogging, hackers, bullshit tactics to help the culprits track your digital movements. Because these people are so hyper obsessed with you. They want to know everything. They're pocket watching you because superficiality is so important to them that they just don't comprehend that it can't be important to you. That it's not in the realm of comprehension for them. That's how slow and underdeveloped they are in their mental and spiritual self, that they feel that material objects, money, and superficiality is just as important to you as it is to them. Sad. Pathetic. Also, I want to note that this is not spiritual attack stuff. This is actual crimes. Um, there are multiple um, laws that this is like. So if you had receipts, if you had proof as to who is doing this to you, very hard to get most of the time unless you have like a digital forensic team on your side. But it is very hard to find who is responsible because they create a hot mess. In the digital realm to track them down. I will say that erasing digital trails is much harder than erasing paper trails, so that is a plus if you have been targeted in a cyber sense. Um, yeah, get ad blockers, and yeah. I've been picking up on an urge from our haters. I've been picking up on this urge from our haters to see us react and see us act out. They want to see us act out. And what this is called is reactive abuse. It's kind of like, triangulation and reactive abuse. These are tactics used mostly by people with narcissistic personality disorder or that have sociopathic tendencies. They are such professional manipulators. They use certain tactics, and I don't think they're aware that they do it, and I don't think they want to know what these things are even called. But sorry. Yeah, reactive abuse. I'm going to give you an example. Yeah, so, well, first of all, okay, there are many reasons in the minds of disturbed and envious individuals that green flag this toxic evil behavior, usually conducted by clinical sociopaths, narcissists, and psychopaths. Yeah. So an example of that is, say you have been dating a narcissist, somebody maybe you didn't even know they were a narcissist, and you have dealt with so much gaslighting, you have dealt with so much mental abuse for so long, and one day maybe you were talking about something that happened to you at work that day that was very disturbing. Maybe your boss like grabbed your ass. Maybe your boss did something that was like clearly totally wrong, and you tell your partner about it. And they say, "Oh, I know that guy. He would never do something like that. Oh, no, I think that you just wear that short skirt on purpose because you want extra attention." And you snap. You snap. You might be cooking dinner, you might throw that plate on the ground and be like, "You know what? Fuck you, you asshole. I am sick of this mental abuse. I am sick of this." And you might totally go off on like a crazy ass level. And it's well deserved to them. No offense, like, well, not no offense, but like, but you know what the problem here about that situation is? They deserve to be called out in those moments. They deserve it because it's been going on for so long, right? But you know what happens after that is because on their spare time they spread lies about you to make themselves seem like the out of the couple or out of the dynamic of friends or in the work situation that you are small-minded, you are not very smart, you do things they're totally, these are all elaborate lies or just totally false, and they tell people these things and people start to believe them because these are master manipulators. Let's not forget. And you blow up on them, and then what they will do with that is they will use it against you, and that's called reactive abuse. When the person experiencing abuse reacts, we finally react, and we might do it in such a way that is explosive and crazy. And to them, that would be like their normal ass behavior. They do that regularly, right? But here we are being empathetic people, trying to see things from every angle, loving people no matter what, having unconditional love. So for us, when we experience those things that are abuse, it is much harder for us to shut it down. And we will after a while. After it happens enough, please shut it down. Start creating boundaries. Start voicing what you will not accept anymore. In relationships, family dynamics, job thing, whatever. But that is called reactive abuse. When the person that is the victim reacts and then is called the abuser. It is completely inaccurate and is a facade created by the abuser, called reactive abuse, okay? Highly important. I also have men coming for women, like men that are jealous of women, and this kind of tears on my I mean, men, they don't have to be down low to be jealous of women, but I've been experiencing this in my personal life where I almost like women. Granted, women are catty. Women get jealous of each other, but it mostly has to do with more petty shit, like relationship stuff, like, oh my god, like he's dating her now, like what a bitch, have you seen her skin, looks like shit, like catty, really low level, like intelligence bullshit that they say. But the men that get jealous, in my experience, are far more tactical, and because I don't think they want to expose that they're jealous of a female. I don't think they want to expose, and I don't even know if they recognize it as jealousy or envy. And whatever that means for you, collective. And look, men, I'm not attacking you. I am not a man hater. I am not like some crazy feminist man hater. I am a people lover and a hater of evil ass people. I don't like evil people, whether you're a man, a woman, a they, them, or I don't care as you identify. I don't like people who do people wrong for no reason, especially people who have unconditional love in their hearts. I'm trying to be up on this podium of YouTube and stand up for the people that deserve it, that have a hard time speaking up for themselves. And I think with more people coming out and speaking on true ass experiences in a way that is relatable, which will involve like raw honesty and truth, sometimes embarrassing, like sometimes I'll bring up my own embarrassing stories and things like that because I want people to know it's okay. We're humans on a human experience, highly spiritual beings. If we are capable of this, but if we are surrounded by people of lower, I don't know. Make sense out of that as you will, collective. I have too many messages to go through. Let's keep going. And be careful if you call out these narcissists and psychopaths, side message, because they will lash out. And when I say lash out, I mean try to unalive you. They might fuck with your car. They might like go as far as like trying to burn your house down. I'm just trying like feed poison to your animal. These people have no remorse because they are psychopathic narcissists. They will do things to hurt you, and they will wait a while too. They will wait a while too. Like maybe you did some shit, you found out that they were doing some fucked up shit to you, so you're like, all right, fuck you. I'm gonna throw a rock at his house, or like, you know, you did your reactive abuse. You did your reactive abuse, and that gave them the green flag to start plotting and scheming on some devil energy shit, like some evil obsessive tactics to end your life, fuck up your career, defame your character, create lies about you and who you are as a person. And because they're such skilled manipulators, they actually have your own family members and your own friends that believe it sometimes. That's the level of manipulation that these people have created a very high skill set throughout their lifetime. And usually it is very well stemmed from childhood trauma. Maybe this person was, trigger warning, molested as a child by their father. Maybe they have a father wound, the masculines. Maybe this woman was abandoned by their mother, and they have mother wounds. So they, these are very real things. Hurt people. That saying, it is very real. It is very real. Hurt people do hurt people. Trust me, they do. We're at 28:05. Okay, let's keep it going. So, yeah, the reactive abuse, the triangulation. Triangulation is another tactic used by people like this. And triangulation basically means where if you have a dynamic that is between you and your partner, and there's shit going on that's between you and that person, that is between you and them. In triangulation, a triangle is 3. So triangulation essentially just means that they involve other people. And sometimes that other people means your best friend, your mom, your dad, and they start telling, and they're so good at manipulating that they create all these lies. And then before you know it, you're like, why am I so outcasted? Why have I been so scapegoated? Why does everyone think I'm so crazy all of a sudden? Well, it might have a lot to do with the person that you thought loved you, triangulating you and causing havoc in your life because they want to see you fall because you cause a threat to them. Yeah, this person is clearly threatened by you, thinks about money, like they're so hyper focused on money. This kind of dips into more catty stuff, okay? I have a little bit of a catty section here. Pocket watching, where people pocket watch you, and it could be men that do this to you too, very well, especially if you're a boss ass bitch. They want to pocket watch you because they want to see your downfall. If you're a boss, they want to see you fall. I don't know why. Because it tickles their egos. Like, control your egos, please, people. Control your egos. Goddamn, right, collective? And examples of this would be like, say somebody knows that I'm self-employed, I'm a tattoo artist, I make art, and I'm now doing my readings, and I'm hopefully going to be soon selling little concoctions of oils and candles. I make my own candles, etc. Won't get too much into that right now. I make my own jewelry. I'm wearing some right now. Things like that, okay? Anyways, people that see this in you, they see your power, they're envious of it because they don't have a creative bone in their body, okay? I hate to say it, but it's the truth. They will do weird ass shit like DM you on social media and send you like invites to go eat at like the most expensive restaurant in town because they have like a rich ass husband or something. This is like catty. Okay, this is like in the realm of catty behavior. And this could go for men or women, I don't care, however you identify, okay? We all experience these things, regardless of your gender, or age or whatever. But say you get an invite to like the most expensive place ever, and this person knows that you've been struggling, and they do it repeatedly in weird ways. You know, maybe take you to like a Rick Owens store. They're like, oh, let's make a side stop. I want to go inside Rick Owens real quick and just buy like a new pair of shoes. When they are your friend and they know what you've been going through, and then they'll maybe hit the extra like we're also going to go to this like world renowned sushi restaurant at the top of this high rise that is like you got to wait in line, and it's I don't know, like a $300-400 like down payment to even get into the restaurant at all, or some weird shit. That is straight up. That is calculated. That is calculated. It's either calculated or they're dumb as fuck. It's either calculated or these people are just dumb as fuck. Because why would you say or do or request or suggest something like that to a person you claim that you love and respect when you know they're not in a position to do something like that? To me, that is very clearly a tactic to make this person upset. They want to see you lash out. They want that reactive abuse because they want to justify the lies they've created about you. Point, line, sinker. Okay, people that ignore boundaries. We already went over that, right? Yeah, for some reason, like an example, please don't come over right now. I'm busy. I'm cleaning my house, working on a project, etc. Or you're just feeling antisocial. And you told this to somebody, like, please, maybe not now, not now is a good time. And then all of a sudden they show up at your door and they're knocking. How uncomfortable. That is clear, yeah, an ignorance, a annoyance as well, but it is a disregard for your boundary. It's disrespect. And again, stupidity if they don't acknowledge any of those things that I just said. This is a weird one I have. People or person trying to manipulate your heart space by dressing like you or outwardly and publicly displaying lies with clothing or things that would manipulate others into thinking that you guys are into the same shit. Okay, so I have an example. I know it's kind of weird, but I have an example written down. So, kind of a stupid example, but it's just to help you understand. But say you know somebody that hates strawberries, okay? They just fucking hate strawberries. You know that, you guys have talked about it often. They despise strawberries. You love strawberries, and they know you love strawberries, but they do not like them. And then one day, all of a sudden, they're wearing a shirt that says, like, strawberries for life, or something. Like something that's kind of casual and cute that other people will be like, hell yeah, strawberries for life, fam, we have strawberries. And you're riding with them, and you're just like, why are you wearing that shirt? I know you don't like strawberries. Why are you wearing that? You never say it to them because you know it's going to embarrass them and put them on the spot and maybe expose their lies and their weird manipulation tactics that they think you're too stupid to notice. But it's clearly a manipulation tactic, or they're just heavily confused. Okay, or they're just heavily confused, and they're I don't know. Okay, that's a side message. Okay, anyone that resonates with that, please let me know. I've been picking up on crows, coyotes. Okay, so those are trickster, malicious, gluttonous ass, greedy ass. I love coyotes, crows, maybe not as much. Those are animals that represent greed, gluttony, sneaky ass behavior. So, collective, keep your ideas to yourself right now. Do your protection, magics, whatever that means for you. I don't want to keep this message going on forever. I'm at 35:05. I'm going to end it now. I want to do a bonus read for Libra and Leos because of your guys' devotion to me. I'm like so honored. But let me pull a animal elemental for you guys really quick for the collective, an oracle card real quick. Thank you for listening to all that. It was a lot today. Oh gosh. Okay, names. Sorry guys, I had a section I forgot. Okay. We have some specific names in cars. Names: Eric, Andrew, Tom, Faith, Destiny, Alexander, David, Paolo, Paolo, Howell, like Howells at the moon, Howell, Alexander, Morton. Did I say David already? Miller, Will or Wilcox, Lucas, Maxime, Maxim, Derek, Brown or Bronner, Jeff, Cook, last name Cook, Tim Cook, I believe is the CEO of Apple, Anna, Greg, Christian, Matthew, Michael. Locations: El Salvador, Nicaragua, Fremont, California, Oakland, California, Austin, Texas, Costa Rica. Okay. Cars: a dark purple Scion. They look like elements. Street bikes, motorcycles. A newer white Nissan Rogue. A big old red Suburban. A newer black Honda Civic or Accord. An old red van, like a soccer mom van. A Sprinter van that is white. A Sprinter van that is silver, shiny silver. And a large Dodge Ram truck, okay? And I just got lion for our animals, okay? Lion, Zion. I don't know why I want to say Zion, which is like the heavenly gates in Jerusalem. All right, lion. Let's figure this out, collective. 3724, lion. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back to Bird's Eye. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would big time appreciate it. Sometimes these are hard to find, guys, so give me a minute. Here we go. Lion. Justice. What I'm talking about, baby. Justice. Lion card. So, balanced is prevailing justice, willingness to speak up. Hello, throat chakras. They're open. Open, right? Okay. Imbalanced. Fear of disrupting the order of the old guard. So, basically, fear of speaking up because of bullshit. To bring in a balance, tune into your essential self and envision a deep intellectual cleansing of all strong opinions living in your awareness. So justice. Lion is the native ruler of his tribal kingship. I don't have my glasses. The apex predator of his territory. His prominent mane demands authority. His pride is ruled by balance. His message of prudence bellows for all to hear, a clear oracle of justice. Guys, justice is coming through like big time. I've been feeling that for the collective, so hopefully this is a confirmer for you. Justice. Like all great leaders, Lion strives for peace and order with his dominion and quick, decisive ferocity and his own innate grace. All right, collective. Lion. Hello, lions. Do I have a Leo watching me? Hello, Leos. Love you. Love you for real. You guys have been like amongst my heaviest hitter, or my original heavy hitter was Leo. And then it turned into Libra, so you guys might have to battle to the death. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you for coming back to Bird's Eye View. I got an amethyst sinker for you, Booze. Sink in that calmness. Remain calm during all the bullshit, okay? I love you guys. Until next time. Bye.